Brothaspeak Rising Stars. Hello, and this is Chris from Brothaspeak Podcast, and I have a special guest today. And you guys may have known him, maybe you don't, but I want to make sure you guys definitely keep your eye on this particular person. This person's already been known to be doing the Voguing Train, and some of you probably already peeked that video out on YouTube. He's been featured in Love Don't Live Here No More. He also has a Vogue Ball Tango. This particular tango actually features Broadway meets the ballroom using voguing as the main dance style. So he's definitely known in the Vogue category. And I want to see exactly, can he kind of break down a new project that he has called Gay, God Accepts You. So we're going to talk to a little bit Mr. Kemar Jewel. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. I definitely want to kind of talk to you a little bit about, because I kind of see some of the things you're doing, and I want to kind of let people know what things that you've been doing, who are you, what things that you are mostly known for. So I kind of checked out a few of your projects that you've been doing for some time, and one of the ones that definitely caught my eye was the Voguing Train, of course, which actually caught a lot of popularity, and you're just simply creating a lot of things that a lot of people seem to be watching you very closely. So first off, you are definitely known for being a director, choreographer, and also visionary, but which one was your first love?
Honestly, I would say dance was my first love, so I definitely have to go with choreography.
Okay. And choreography, how long have you been doing choreography?
Officially, maybe like 5 or 6 years, maybe, I don't know, maybe a little more than that, maybe about 8 years now. In my head, much longer than that, of course. I was born in Jamaica, and in our blood, so I've always been very attached to dance.
And so, what area are you in? Are you in New York? You in Philadelphia? Which area are you in?
So I was raised in Philadelphia, but I just moved to New York about a year and a half ago. So this is my home now, but I'm in Philly about once a week. So
okay. So now New York, how's that been, and how's that been for your creativity?
I definitely love New York. It's very fast paced and very, very quick, so you have to stay on top of your toes. In terms of creativity, it is definitely sparked such a surge inside of me, because there are so many amazingly talented people out here that I've met, and being able to meet these people, especially Black and brown people who are just so talented, it really makes me want to push and go above and beyond.
So I definitely see that you are pushing the goal. You're definitely pushing your creativity to the limits here when it comes to giving a lot more on YouTube, kind of giving people, the platform is wonderful. Trust me, I'm on there too. But I look at what you're doing on that, and you're definitely using Vogue as a really good vehicle to really distribute a lot of your talents, kind of showcase a lot of your talents. What got you into Vogue?
When I was 15, I was kicked out of my home, and I was homeless for years because of my sexuality. And so, kind of going through, the whole motions of Philadelphia, I met a lot of other gay people who were homeless and dealing with, other things very similar to mine. And so they kind of got me into the whole ballroom scene, which is, voguing, runway, all that type of stuff, and it really changed my life. It gave me a sense of pride, it gave me a sense of validation, it created friends and family for me, so it's really been a huge part of my life that finished of, my success as a person and, as an artist, and I'm pretty sure that it also relates to many other people as well, and I want to showcase that.
Okay. Well, let's start with some of the projects you've been doing. Now, of course, we see what you've been doing so far on YouTube, but I definitely see that you guys are, well, I keep saying you guys, I'm sorry. I definitely see that you are, there's only one person.
But I will say I have a strong team behind me, and I'm very blessed to, have people who believe in me and who will help me out and make sure that, that my crazy ideas get on the screen. Well,
let's start with the Voguing Project. When you came up with the Voguing Train, what was your inspiration with that?
So it's always funny. I always tell this story and I always laugh. So it's funny. So I have a degree in directing from Temple University in Philadelphia, and so when I was a junior in college, I had to do a video project, and so our professor said to do a video project that kind of like represents us and our life and what we like to do. So one day I was heading from work and I was on the train, and there's actually a song that's been out for about over 10 years now called Voguing Train. And I was sitting on the train and my phone was shuffled to that song. And so I'm sitting on the train, I'm like bobbing my head, listening to the song. And there's something clicked in my head, and I'm like, oh, like that'd be cool if I did my video project about people that were actually voguing on a train. And then, I shot the video. It took forever, but it came out great. I presented it at school, got an A on it, and one of my professors was like, you should put it online. Like, this is really, really good. And, I was so hesitant. Like, no, it's not that good. Like, we look silly, blah, blah, blah. And, she told me to do it, and I put it online. And then about a week later, we had like 10,000 views. And then I think the first big blow up was when Huffington Post emailed me out of the blue and said, we love this. We want to interview you. And they had interviewed me. And the next thing I know, it just blew up. It was everywhere. It was viral. It was, across the seas. People from like Paris and Japan were emailing me saying how much that they loved it, and they want to show it, in their school and at their film festivals. And it's truly been such a ride, and all because one of my professors, really told me that this is good and you should do it.
Get off my Vulcan train. Get off my Vulcan train. When the girls go down and they go insane. Get off my Vulcan train. Get off my Vulcan train.
Wow. So how? Well, one to receive that much attention so fast. What was that feeling like?
It definitely was a like I was very hysterical. Like couldn't believe it. Like I recall like days that I would wake up and like have to get off or have to like jump online and just double check and think like is this a dream? It happened. It really hurt me when celebrities started to tweet me.
Yeah.
So people like Eric Badu, Tay Diggs, Wayne Brady, a lot of queens from off of like RuPaul's Drag Race, people from like Dance Mom.
Wow.
Perez Hilton, like they were tweeting me saying, "Oh, I saw your video. I love it. Like this is great. Blah blah blah." And like once again, like once I started getting those tweets, and like celebrities were messaging me saying, "I love what you did." I just recall like breaking down in tears because I was just so overwhelmed with joy, and it truly, even talking about it now, I'm tearing up because I still can't believe that all this happened just from me and my friends making a video on the subway in Philly.
Wow. Well, it seemed like you definitely didn't stop. You kept on going. And let me just make sure I got this right. Was the Runaway Museum, was that something that followed up directly afterwards?
Yes. So I want to say Voguing Train came out in August 2015, and August 2014, and Runaway Museum came out January 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so about like 6 months or so later, we did Runaway Museum, just because I wanted to, show people that like there's more to like Vulcan culture and queer culture, besides just voguing and falling on the floor, as a lot of people think. So kind of wanted to show the side with fashion and with runway, and as we know, the gay community has some very, 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 very fierce fashions, very, very fierce runway walkers, and I kind of wanted to show that.
Walk for me, 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 walk for me.
Okay. And the audience received it very well. They gave you a lot of recognition for that, I see.
It was interesting. It had a different audience than Voguing Train, but it was still very, very well received. So after Runaway Museum came out, I got a lot of messages from people from like Philly Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and like other like fashion and makeup related things, who were contacting me to come help do stuff around this and that, or like teach them like like runway and things of that nature. So it definitely was a different audience, but still all very positive reviews.
Yes.
And I think that my favorite review was I got a message from, I think, someone in Texas. It was a trans person in Texas who told me that they loved the video because they just feel like whenever you think about gay culture, whenever society thinks about gay culture, they instantly think about voguing. And this young person, I don't vogue, it's not really my thing, but I love fashion and, acting like a model. So this video really touched me. So, once again, I love all the, stuff from Huffington Post and CNN and Time Magazine and, all the celebrities, but to me, getting that validation from, my actual community, that's what means the most to me.
And it was kind of funny because I was looking at, 2015 again, and again, a lot of things were starting to happen to you directly after the Voguing Train, and you were featured in Love Don't Live Here No More, a movie. Have you ever studied acting before?
Yes. So it's funny. I actually went to school for theater and musical theater. But about my sophomore year, I want to say, I had a realization that I'm a really good dancer, but I'm an okay singer, and I really wanted to, be on Broadway one day. And then, like I said, when I was a sophomore, I had to, just woke up one day and, I had a conversation with myself. I was like, self, and myself said,
you call yourself self?
And we talked, and I said, you know what, Kemar, let's be smart about this. Honestly, you're a great performer, but you're probably not going to be, starring in something on Broadway. So let's take something else up. And so in my junior year of college, what I did is that I started taking directing classes and stage and stage management classes.
Oh.
Have a broader scope of stuff. So basically, my degree is in theater, but the concentration of my degree is in directing, and so with that comes with stage management experience, design experience, lighting experience, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to be more of a well-rounded person.
Okay, and that makes total sense. So, and I mean, to me, I'm thinking to myself, I wish a lot of people do that. They kind of go to acting, but they really don't kind of broaden their horizon as much. So, actually, I think you did the right thing. So, when you were featured in the film, how did you meet up? Well, first off, how did that whole project even begin?
The creator and the director and also one of the stars, Mikael Oldham, I actually knew him just from, around the community. And so he had reached out to me because there was a voguing runway ballroom part in the video, and then once again, because people had started to know me as the ballroom voguing person, he had reached out to me, and I was super excited to do it. I have a lot of respect for him and his work and what he's done. So as soon as he contacted me, I was like, yes, let me know when. I'll definitely be there.
Okay. And so what was that whole experience like? Was that your first movie?
Yes. That was actually my first movie. I've done TV shows and documentaries and stuff like that, but that was a movie. It was amazing. It was very quick, very professional, very well put together. We walked in, everything was kind of laid out for us. Okay, guys, do this, wear this, people, be ready at this time. We should be these scenes. It was all very professional, and I'm actually even talking about it. It definitely made an impression on me because once again, being honest, Voguing Train was very bumpy, and we were just kind of let's just go out there and shoot, see what happens, type of thing. But being in that movie really showed me what professionalism looks like backstage, and it made me want to start being more professional with my own videos.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it seemed like that movie was kind of received very well. Was that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And then after that particular project, you kind of moved on to, it seemed like to me you did the Cell Block Tango rework, which is Bitch, I Was Voguing type thing. Is that? I love the title. Okay. So what inspired you to do that?
All right, so that kind of came about, once again, because I wanted to, kind of keep pushing the bar. So, we went from Voguing Train to the Runaway Museum, and then I wanted to keep going, and, I kind of wanted to tap into my my first love, which is dance and also musical theater. And one of my favorite all-time musicals is Chicago. And one of my favorite scenes is, what is it? Like Tango, sorry. Like Tango. And so I wanted to mix Vogue with Like Tango. And so once again, kind of like the whole Voguing Train video, it was literally just me and my best friend. We were sitting in McDonald's one day, just laughing, having fun, chatting, and me and my best friend, we always make parodies, of songs and joke around and play and stuff like that. And so we were sitting in McDonald's one day eating, and the movie version of Chicago was playing, and I think something like Tango was coming on or just finishing or something like that. So after we watched it, we're singing it and having fun. We was like, let's make like a Vogue version of the song. And so then we was sitting there writing stuff down, and we're trying to figure out okay, it's cute. Bitch, I was Vogue, and just kind of playing around with it. And then before we did it, we was wait, we have a whole song here. And then it just felt like something just clicked in my mind. I was like, let's just make this a video.
I was Voguing, bitch, I was Voguing, and I was serving on the floor. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have wanted more.
Let's just do this. And so that was definitely a huge stretch for me, because that video had had professional dancers, professional lighting. I had live singers who were singing. It was a lot.
Wow.
It definitely was a lot. But actually, that's my favorite video, only because their background and just love rules and all that stuff. So I love it.
Nice. And now, just to make sure I'm also getting, maybe I kind of mix it up a little bit. Did you also do the Vogue Ball Tango? Was that before or after?
Let me see. I'm trying to think of the order. So I know Vulcan Train came first, then the Runaway Museum. I think we did the Love movie after Runaway Museum, and then I think we did Vogue Ball Tango right after.
Okay.
Just
to make sure. And now, it's like I said, definitely seemed like Vogue and Vogue and the ball scene, you were extremely inspired by. Were you really actively in the ball scene?
Yeah, so even to this day, I'm walking balls. I actually just walked the ball this Saturday that just passed. So
oh, wow.
I'm in a house B, which is a very old, prestigious house, very international. We have chapters on almost every continent, and we are a strong force. And so it's actually funny. In the barroom scene, I actually don't Vogue. I walk runway, mainly because I, being honest, I learned how to Vogue a little later in life. Like most people started when they're teenagers. I didn't learn until I was 21. And so I have old bones.
Come on.
I love, being honest, I love voguing, but I don't really care for battling. And, battling is a huge component of, voguing in the barroom scene. So,
yes.
I do runway.
Okay.
And I'm, really, and, runway versus voguing, I just can't keep up with some of the other files.
So you know where to stand your ground. You know exactly your limits.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. I know what I mean. And also just something real fast I thought about. Something else about Vogue Tango that was interesting. It was very stressful because we shot Vogue Tango the week after we came back from Paris. So I don't know if you know about that, but basically this incredible European artist, his name is Bob Sinclair. He saw Voguing Train, and he contacted me and said, basically, I saw your video, I loved it, and I'm actually working on my own music video, and I'm coming to New York. He contacted me December 2014. He said, I'm coming to New York March 2015, and I'm shooting and I will open it. I want you to choreograph it and also cast dancers. And so I was incredibly honored, but also incredibly nervous.
Wow.
But in the end, it all worked out. So we shot the music video. It's called Feel the Vibe. And actually, fun fact, it actually came out 2 years ago today.
Oh, wow. It comes out today?
Yeah. It's called Feel the Vibe. It's by Lobster Player. So I choreographed it, and me and a lot of my Vogue friends we're all in the whole video. And the video really tells the story of basically people living their own lives one way, but also living their like fabulous lives inside of their head. And also in the second verse of the song / video, we did like an ode to Voguing Train, and we actually kind of started moving on the train again in Bob's video. So it was an amazing time. I love working with him. His crew was amazing. So once again, shout out to
Wow. That is so basically right. Where can anyone actually see the video?
Oh, on YouTube, just type in Feel the Vibe. It's like one of the like first like few videos that pop up. So it's FEELTHEVIBE. It's called Feel the Vibe by Bob Sinclair.
Wow. This is definitely something I'm going to definitely take a look at, and I hope everyone else does too. So it seems like to me you have been rising and going up and up and up. And I see you were even interviewed by Time Magazine once before. Is that correct?
Yes. So basically, after we shot Feel the Vibe, I was contacted again by Bob, and it's so funny. He actually contacted me the week before I graduated college, and he basically said, Kemar, I loved working with you and your team, and I'm going to Europe. He's from Europe. He basically said, I'm doing a small European tour, and I want you and some of your. And so a week after I graduated college, I went to Europe for 4 months with Bob for his tour, and it was truly incredible.
Wow.
Such an experience. I had never been out of the country before. I had never been on a plane since I was a baby. We were on his private jet. He took care of us. He made sure that we were, just taken care of and treated like celebrities, and it was amazing. We got to work with Idris Elba, Matches at Work, and just a lot of great people. And so, like I said, and then once we came back from the tour, I had got hit up by another YouTube sensation whose name is Leah Kaufman, and she's viral on YouTube. She did a lot of stuff that, like millions and millions of views. And so basically, she did a video called Bernie Bay, and it was in support of Bernie Sanders during the election period. And so she asked me to choreograph it, and she asked me to once again kind of help cast dancers, and so got my crew involved, and that went viral, blew up. I actually think that Bernie Sanders people put it on Bernie Sanders website, and then Time Magazine had contacted me and Leah, and once again it just kind of blew up from there.
Wow, the power of YouTube. Let me tell you.
Yes, let me tell you, if I ever become famous, I'm going to sponsor something for YouTube. I'm going to pay YouTube. I don't know how, but I'm going to give something in the name of YouTube. Maybe a YouTube scholarship or something. I'm going to do something.
You know what?
They have truly changed.
A YouTube scholarship, that would be the first. I've never heard of that before, but that would be the first. Well, one thing's for sure, you are, like I said, congratulations on all your success. You seem to be bringing a lot towards yourself. And when I saw this recent project, and I actually saw it on Kickstarter, and this particular project, and I want to kind of get more information pertaining to what it is you're looking to accomplish with this particular project called Gay, God Accepts You. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. As a Black queer man, I grew up in church. As I'm pretty sure a lot of Black people have, a lot of queer people unfortunately, in today's society, when you think about gay people and when you think about church, like, they normally don't fall into the same sentence, unfortunately. But as we know, there are gay Muslims, there are gay Jewish folks, there's tons of gay people who are, faith-based, and, I really kind of wanted to shine a light on those folks. And then, I also hope that this video kind of brings up a conversation against, just like homophobia in church, but also, things said by like Kemar Jewel and all the other folks who are, always trying to bash gay people for, just us living our lives and being authentic. So, the video is going to basically how I've been saying is that the video is going to feature queer faces in safe spaces through a performative lens.
And so I see you're going to have a lot of people in this particular production, correct?
Yes. So for those who don't know, Voguing started decades and decades and decades ago, way before Nada. So please do not be fooled by Nada did not create Voguing. But anyway, when Voguing started, it was done very posy-like. So Vogue comes from basically imitating poses, and today that style of Vogue is now called Old Way, which is kind of like the style of Vogue that you see down the video. So it's very posy, very structured, very cool. So this video today, Accept You, is going to feature people who've been voguing for decades, like people who have been, voguing since the 80s and not that whole like classic old way style of Vogue. So I'm very excited to work with like some greats who were voguing before I was even born.
Wow, that is awesome. And how'd you get all that together? How'd you wind up getting all those people together?
I've been like a part of the Philadelphia gay community and the Philadelphia ballroom community for many years, and between just like being out there for like activism work to clubbing and like walking balls, winning balls, stuff like that. I've met a lot of people, made a lot of connections. So all my previous work has done so well. I kind of reached out to folks and was like, hey, I'm shooting a video. I would love to have you in it. And people are like, oh my God, yes, of course. I love your videos. Like, they're so fun. Things of that nature. So, thank God that my work so far has been successful.
Yes.
People, they're like, oh, I'll, be in your next video type of thing. So I'm super excited about it. And things. So I'm nervous.
It's okay to be nervous. I think it's actually a great thing. You seem to be building every single time, and it only gets better and better. So what is it now to expect from Kemar Jewel? What's the next project you have? So right now, like I said, we're shooting God Accept You /Gay. That'll be out in the summer. And what I'm working on right now, once again, trying to take it back to my roots of theater and musical theater. I'm actually working on a show that's not quite a play, not quite a musical, not quite like a dance piece. It's kind of everything mixed together. But I'm working on a show that kind of takes you through the experience of ballroom and kind of also shows you like the history and stuff like that. So basically, think about seeing like a Madonna video or think about seeing like Paris is Burning on stage, or like music and lyrics right now with some amazing composers. So it's 2017 now. Hopefully in like 2019, it'll be out in New York and Philly somewhere for some arts festival. So that's my next major project. Wow. What's it going to be called again? What do you think about giving the title for?
The actual title is still in the works, but the subtitle is called An Unforgettable Ballroom Experience.
Gotcha. Well, again, I definitely want to keep my eye on you and the additional works that you plan on doing. So even before 2019, when the grand opening starts, I want to see, can I get an interview beforehand? So will you do that for me?
Of course. Okay. Anytime that you have me, I'll be here.
Thank you so much. And again, this is Chris from Brothaspeak Podcast, and I'm speaking with Mr. Kemar Jewel, and also the owner of, just to make sure, Jewel's Productions, correct?
Jewel Box Productions, yep.
Jewel Box Productions. So any information all the listeners would like to know more about, I'll make sure I post it directly on the podcast, and you will definitely see all the bio and all this information with Mr. Kemar. Thank you so much again for coming on the show.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you.